Fantastic traders. So today I am with one of our funded traders, Lucian. Lucian is one of our traders that has been with us for a while, but he's actually just passed the Freestyle program. So thank you for being here today, Lucian.
It's a pleasure, Alex, always.
Fantastic. So I know you quite well because we speak pretty much every other couple of days. We're always talking about trading together, but do you mind telling everybody a little bit about yourself, a little bit about what got you into trading, where you're from, things like that?
So my name is Lucian. Obviously, everyone pretty much knows that in the community.
Yeah.
I'm originally from Romania, but I'm currently living in UK. Mm-hmm. So I started my trading journey in end of 2016. But back then I didn't really had any idea about what actually means trading. And the start of my trading journey was obviously, like probably most of the traders encountered in one point, a scam.
Yeah. And, oh, really? It was that bad at the start?
No, it wasn't, because I didn't lose that much. I was quite smart about it, but obviously I had some losses.
Yeah.
And later on, after I had that experience with the binary options company, I actually started to look into trading to learn exactly what it means, what it takes, how it should be done, strategies. I didn't have access back then to any risk management techniques and stuff like that. So in matter of resources, nowadays, all the traders have pretty much everything they need to succeed in a quite short time if they put in the work. Yeah. But back then it was quite difficult to actually gather the information, the relevant one, and to filter throughout everything and see exactly what is good and what is not good. Mm-hmm. But all on top of another, it took me quite a while to get here. But honestly, I'm happy it took me that long, because I had the time to learn, practice, backtest, and actually try pretty much everything and see what suits me and my trading style, my personality. And I'm pretty much happy with the result. Even though some might think it took me a lot to get here, I'm actually thinking that everything was done in a short amount of time.
Wow. It's a nice way of looking at it. It's quite a nice mentality, actually, because a lot of people are a lot of traders anyway, when they first get into trading, it's fast money. Look at it as like fast money. Let's see, like Wall Street or films, or they see all of this stuff on Instagram and stuff, and it's fast money, fast money. And to be honest, you've been on a journey for a while. You've had some success, you've had some losses and things like that, and now you've come back and you've passed the Freestyle program. And I want to actually show your dashboard as well, so you can kind of talk us through that, because your dashboard was actually quite interesting. So I'm just going to share my screen. Brilliant. So here we see the dashboard. So I'm just going to, for people that don't know what the Freestyle program is, basically here we have the thresholds. We have all of your 100 trades. So throughout the Freestyle program, you've got to basically bring your strategy, trade 100 trades. And then at the end of those 100 trades, we actually assess your profitability, your performance, and then fund you once you actually complete that. So here you actually did all of your 100 trades. I see that you actually made 64,000. In the end, you got 64,890. So that was a net profit of 30%. But I actually want to talk about the drawdown, because in any other trading, prop trading challenge, let's say, you'd have been out, going into 14% drawdown, you'd have been out and you'd have had to pay again. And this is actually quite interesting. How did you deal with that drawdown, and how did you get out of drawdown and eventually being able to pass the program?
So obviously the drawdown that I had was quite big, and the reason for getting into that drawdown was actually going down and down trade by trade, because in one point, if you look at the beginning, the first drawdown that I had, it was a quite smooth one.
Yep.
And after I recovered that drawdown, I was trying to increase the risk a little bit to move away a little bit faster from the starting capital. So when that happened, I had one trade on gold, which was my biggest mistake that I haven't done in years.
Yeah.
And which I was actually refusing to close. I had all the proof that I needed, all the technicals and everything that the trade is going against me, but I find it so hard to let that trade go, because obviously no one likes taking losses, and dealing with losses and drawdowns is difficult. But if you don't take that step to just take the loss and let that trade go, it might cost you a lot. And after that loss, I was quite disappointed, and I was feeling a little bit down. I wasn't that confident anymore. And that was the moment when I realized that, okay, this is the moment when I need to take a step back, recharge my batteries, let the trade that I have running just go, because I had all the confirmations needed. I had the momentum. I had the direction of the trend. Everything was going in my favor, but I was still feeling a little bit afraid of keeping that trade open for too long. I had that urge to take some profits, to cash everything and just go away. But I managed to hold the trade, because whenever I felt afraid or I felt the need to close the trade, I was just looking at the facts, if I actually have any real reason to close the trade. So as long as I didn't have any reason to hold the trade, I just kept it. Obviously, the weekend came. And after the weekend, on Monday, when the market opened, everything just went crazy in my favor. So that's when I had the big jump in starting capital, from starting capital to above like 20%, more than 20% actually. So it was quite nice. It was a really, really nice experience, because for me, at least, I learned a lot from it. First of all, as long as you don't have any reason to close the trade, be aware of your feelings and look at the facts. If the facts are telling you something else than the way you are feeling, just look at the facts and take a step back. Probably that's the best moment for you to refresh and come back with a clear view.
Yeah, amazing. So I want to tell people who don't understand a bit about the freestyle. Tell everybody that haven't got to understand yet the actual freestyle program. I'm just going to go through a little bit of the dashboard. So this is all of the trades that Lucian actually he taken in the program. So he has the 100 trades. He has to have a performance factor 2 or over 2 in order to pass, and a winning factor of at least 30 trades. Now we have made some updates. So Lucian did pass. At the moment, obviously, it doesn't reflect that here. But before, obviously, you actually passed the freestyle program, which was great. Now, the lot threshold, you kind of kept a very even, I wouldn't say even, but you kept quite the same. You didn't go any, like your lot threshold or your lots, you kept very consistent. You didn't go crazy. You didn't look for any kind of lucky trades or anything like that. Do you recommend, for somebody that's starting the freestyle program, do you recommend them actually doing that? Or do you what would you recommend somebody that's starting the freestyle program?
Obviously, for everyone that is starting the program, what I would recommend is clearly to focus on the first decisions that you make when you are placing the first trades, because that will determine your max lot threshold, your minimum profit threshold. And that's super important, because once you place the first trades, you need to be consistent with the lot size, with the risk that you're taking, with the profit that you are aiming for. You cannot just make big changes, because it will obviously affect your performance, even if you will have some profits. So the key to pass the freestyle program is actually to be consistent. Whatever is your risk tolerance, whatever is the profit you are aiming for, everything is okay, everything is allowed. Just be consistent with it and stick with whatever management, whatever risk you are taking in the beginning. That's super important.
Nice. I want to also go back on what you said with your gold trade, because I also have the problem as well. Sometimes I trade I close trades a little bit too early, especially when there's not a reason to close the trade. And I see a lot of profit, and I do end up taking that profit early. But even when you're in that drawdown, everything that you were looking, your technical analysis or the fundamental analysis, everything was looking your way, and you didn't want to close that because you had conviction in that particular trade. And this time it actually played out very well to your favor.
Yes.
What is your strategy, and did you use your strategy there? And kind of, if you did, what made you hold on to that conviction?
Yes. So the trade was taken according to my strategy, like the most of the wins that I had, pretty much all of them. But the thing is, I'm always looking for swing trades. And with the swing trades, the problem is that they need time to develop. And when you get a entry signal, the only thing that is guaranteed when you are taking that trade is only the first move. You have no idea. You cannot predict anything that will happen after the first move that you get after you enter. So the price can unfold in any way. In your favor, it can just consolidate or go against you. So this is the first reason for why I had so many trades with a 0.5% profit in my favor. Those were swing trades that didn't play out that well. But being confident that the strategy works and knowing that the market conditions are not the best ones, I was confident that I just need to wait, keep taking the trades, and look for reasons to keep the trades running or to close them if that's necessary. So with the gold trade that I had, at the moment when the last day of the week, the market was closing on that Friday, I had the profit. I'm always looking for a little bit of buffer. I'm not going to keep the trades open or opening them like shortly before the market closes, because we might get a gap during the weekend, and we also get quite high volatility when the market opens on Monday.
Especially now as well. Especially now, in tons for the last couple of months, there's been tons of volatility.
And with the gold and silver trade that I had, when I woke up in the morning, the first thing that I did before I went to work, I was just checking the charts, and I've seen that I had a quite big move in my favor, and I was looking only at the momentum and at the structure. Everything was perfectly aligned, and I had all the reasons to keep them open. However, I took the decision to secure the trades with a little bit of profit, just in case anything happens and it moves against me. Because it doesn't matter how much profit you have in one trade, everything go away in like just 1 second. The market can turn around very quick, and if you are not careful about the risks and to secure the trade or at least take some partial profits, everything go bad at every single moment, and you cannot be prepared for that. Never ever.
Fantastic. So now you're a funded trader. All of the profits that you make in your funded account, everything is 100% yours. So have you got a plan about how you're taking your funded account and how you're going to grow the account? Because every 100 trades that you make on your funded account, as long as you keep your performance up, you can we fund you with more money on top of that. So have you got a plan of how you're going to grow the account slowly and how you're going to take those profits?
Yes, I will. Obviously, I am planning to take the profits at the end of the lever, basically, because whatever you are withdrawing, although is not deducted from your account balance, it might affect you mentally, because once you take the money out and you use them for whatever you need to use them, you know that you don't have them there, and whatever loss you may have, it will most likely affect you probably quite bad. I know myself quite well, so I know how I work. And I'm actually planning to reduce the risk pretty much as I need to, because the profit that I made during the evaluation, I made it only because I had to increase the risk to meet the factors, the performance factor and the win factor to pass. But and this is a big shout out to all of the traders. The results of my evaluation are not sustainable. I was able to reach that performance only because the market moved my way and I took the proper measures to keep it risk-free. But normally, as traders, we should aim for some realistic targets. 30%, maybe you can do it once in a year, but most likely you will not be able to do it month after month because the market is not going to go in your favor every time. So
could have easily, that trade could have easily have gone the opposite direction.
Yeah,
you could have been out. You used your reset already, so you didn't. You didn't have another chance.
It was a pass in the first attempt, but it was actually the second attempt on the evaluation because we have that free reset and I already used the first one. Mm-hmm. But I'm happy with the result. I'm trying to keep myself, level-headed and be aware that this kind of performance cannot be replicated again and again. Mm-hmm. So I'm planning actually to reduce the risk and keep it like more to 5-10% a month, probably, if the market will move my way. A part of that, I will only be focused on the drawdown to keep it small as possible and take care of my losses. Because if you take care of your losses, everything else will be in line with whatever we are trying to achieve. It's just a matter of time.
I love that. I love how level-headed, how realistic you are. Not just when we're speaking together over the Discord, but also for the community. You're also a very level-headed person in the community, and you help a lot of people out. So, look, we wish you all success, and thank you very much for spending the time with me today, Lucian.
Thank you so much, Alex.
There you go. Take care. Thank you very much.
You too. Bye-bye.